Hi, I'm Max Esparza, a first year at UVA. The poem I've selected is from the Romantic poet John Keats. It's the last of his six great odes, which were written near the end of his life. And in this poem, titled To Autumn, Keats provides vivid descriptions of life during the season of autumn, especially present not only in the details but also the sounds of the individual words he provides. This is prevalent throughout most of the entire poem, and just as an example, from the first stanza, there's this line: conspiring with him how to load and bless with fruits the vines that round the thatch eaves run. It's like there's the vividness of these descriptions, and also within the sounds of it, it's very mellow. Um, but it's in that mellowness that you get this sense of joy and bliss, which is interesting when you compare it to the first line of the last stanza. Where are the songs of spring? Ay, where are they? Think not of them, thou hast thy music too. There's an everlasting sense of beauty and joy that despite the season being autumn, as opposed to spring where there's Easter, these gifts are still just as present as ever, just as God's grace is ever present. Yet also, the poem acknowledges the coming death, symbolically with the season of autumn, yet also provides a hopeful joy to the life to come, as well as the life that has already passed. Fitting for Easter, as this poem asks us to consider the relationship of death and joy as we live in this season of joy and the death overcome.
Season of mists and mellow fruitfulness, close bosom friend of the maturing sun, conspiring with him how to load and bless with fruit the vines that round the thatch eaves run, to bend with apples the moss cottage trees, and fill all fruit with ripeness to the core, to swell the gourd and plump the hazel shells with a sweet kernel, to set budding more and still more later flowers for the bees, until they think warm days will never cease, for summer has o'erbrimmed their clammy cells. Who hath not seen thee oft amid thy store? Sometimes whoever seeks abroad may find thee sitting careless on a granary floor, thy hair soft lifted by the winnowing wind. Or on a half reaped furrow sound asleep, drowsed with the fume of poppies, while thy hook spares the next swath and all its twined flowers. And sometimes, like a gleaner, thou dost keep steady thy leaden head across a brook, or by a cider press with patient look thou watchest the last oozings hours by hours. Where are the songs of spring? Ay, where are they? Think not of them, thou hast thy music too, while barred clouds bloom the soft dying day, and touch the stubble plains with rosy hue. Then in a wailful choir the small gnats mourn among the river sallows, borne aloft or sinking as the light wind lives or dies. And full grown lambs loud bleat from hilly bourne, hedge crickets sing, and now with treble soft the red breast whistles from a garden croft, and gathering swallows twitter in the skies.